FreeBSD user looks at Haiku. Right then, we're going to go to the Haiku OS website, and it's very nicely presented. I like this. I think it matches the aesthetics of the OS itself, which is always a nice touch. So I'm looking for the download, which is the great big yellow or orange notification in the middle. That is good. And we're going to be trying beta 4. So if there are any quirkiness with the OS, I kind of forgive it because it's in early, well, latest beta. It's not released yet. So, you've got fundraising, install. There's plenty of options for help if you need to help in install. Frequently asked questions, Haiku slideshow, user guide, guides, install guide. I like that. There's some nice, easily signposts. Let's have a look at the installation guide. Okay. Preparing installation. It does not really. Okay. Well, yeah. So it tells you that it doesn't resize patches, and so use another tool instead. But anyway, we'll get cracking on and get Haiku version R1 beta 4. Release date December the 23rd, 2022. So it's a couple of years out. Hopefully, it's still getting developed, and we're looking for a mirror that's closest to us in the UK. Doesn't seem to be anything too soon. Sweden maybe, but I'll download from. Maybe not that one. Maybe I'll download from the Swedish one, which I was going to do beginning. Okay, well that's not a problem. So yeah, we'll get cracking on with that, and we'll burn it to a USB, and then install, if we can, the test machine. Right. The test machine is one that I use on a regular basis. It's just a Dell Optiplex, 8 GB of RAM, GT 710, 120 GB SSD. So nothing fancy. But it's something which has never let me down. So we're booting up, and I must say that was pretty quick. And we're in straight away into the live session. I've never used this before, so it's kind of like funky. Although I did have a look at the I think it was like a free giveaway of BeOS or BeOS. It was it fit on a floppy disk or something a few years back. I was blown away by that actually. It was pretty fast and lightweight OS. So I think this is an open source spiritual continuation. You got looks like a general taskbar thing at the top right. Various knickknacks. I'm clicking blindly on it. Oh, that brings up the menu and about Haiku. It gives you information about your computer, the when release date, etc. Lots of developers have contributed both presently and over the years. I like this. It's like a general. I like it. It tells you about the OS and also about your computer as well. Yeah. Media preferences, sound preferences, options, and that's for your networking. Okay, that's handy. And these help you manage the application running in the background or the things like that. I'm getting vibes of Risk OS on here. It feels like Risk OS. Mount, shut down. That's interesting. And desk bar preferences, and it feels very snappy. It feels very quick. I don't know, all the windows pop up and the menus pop up. It feels very fluid. You know, I know it's not probably using acceleration, but it feels like it is. Like I say, it feels like Risk OS on the Raspberry Pi. It feels very, very, very fast. There's a lot of applications already there. There's a venerable calculator. We always need that. Let's have a look. What else can we see? A PDF viewer. Not like this. I mean, everything so far you need to get going. Media player. Doesn't seem to be in the Office software as such. But there, that seems to be the power these days on a lot of operating systems. A TV application, that's interesting. I ain't got a TV card, but that really is quite interesting. But then again, BeOS really was known for its multimedia capabilities back in the day. So that kind of stands to reason. Drive setup. I think that's what we'll need if we want to install. Apparently it doesn't resize, but I think it will let you delete and create. So, yeah, that's what we want to install too. Not format FreeBSD boot, yeah. So let's try and format that to B file system. And we'll format that, write changes. Well, that was quick. It seems to be, the rest is, yeah. So, okay, I think that's done it. It's very quick, so please, if you're going to try this, make sure you don't do it on any critical hard drives. I think that's done. Okay. And you mount it. What else have we got? We'll have a look at demos. We've got chart, which, sure, fast motion. Okay, display, bitmap. Oh, right, okay. It's like a star chart, is it? Is that what it is? Presumably, I thought it was a chart. If it was like, statistics. Okay, that's that feels very old school retro. It's almost like a screensaver. I like that. That's good. Demos, clock. The old traditional clock. What else? Cortex. I have no idea. That's probably a programming thing. Or a sound thing. Okay. Cortex root. I'm just clicking without any prior knowledge. Font demo. That's pretty self-explanatory. So it lets you alter them in real time. That's a good touch. I like that. Yeah. And it's pretty quick as well. That's the thing that's hitting me now more than all else is how fast everything feels. I mean, for perhaps older computers, this might be an ideal choice. GLT pot, okay. This is something I remember back from when I tried BeOS 5, I think it was. I don't remember it being red, but I just remember the teapot spinning around. I think it was like showcase the multimedia capabilities. That's getting a bit funky now, isn't it? it's rip 250 on average FPS. Good grief. So that's it's going a little bit weird. That's got a bit of it. Yeah, a little bit of fun. It's a bit like their own version of Mesa or Misa tools. And this shows you the Haiku logo in 3D. You can spin if you just touch them and then move the mouse. Causes a bit of delay. Is that one going to do it? That's kind of funky though. I like that. I think, it's. I don't know what point really it is other than to showcase the graphic capabilities, but it's a thing. What else have we got? Have a look at pairs. Usually I'm not very good at these games, so my memory usually... I've seen that years ago. My memory doesn't hold enough information for me to get this, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, that one. No. I remember that one. No, I don't. There we go. Yeah, I got there in the end. We're doing quite well. We're on a roll here. Whee! I like this. That's typical. That one and that one and that one and that one. I did it. Brilliant. Hey, 32 clicks. It's a record for me. Oh, I like that. That was good. I don't know if it should have been demo. It should have been games. We got a CPU activity monitor. Not much going on at the moment. And then we've got a Sudoku. Well, this isn't for me. I think my eldest lad, it would absolutely rock at that because he's very good at maths. My second oldest lad. Right. Okay, let's have a look. Right, let's get cracking on after a little bit of investigation, and I can't get rid of this printing options. Let's try and install the hard drive. So we've already partitioned it. Well, already wiped it clean. We've got Haiku Depot, Haiku Installer. Okay. So look, it says beta quality software means there's a risk of losing your memory. Okay, well, we know that. I like the interface. It's nice and simple. Install from the USB onto, and choose target. We'll choose the SSD. Optional packages or setup partitions. We've already done that. Well, we've got optional packages. There's a lot of familiar looking ones from Open Source. Okay, well, we'll begin. And I'm not fast forwarding this. I'm going to leave it in real time just to show how fast this is. Done. Absolutely amazing. Oh, quit. So I think we're all installed. So I'm going to reboot. If I can find... Where did I put that? Where did they put that? I'm going to reboot. Yeah, there we go. Shut down. Restart. Okay. I'm going to shut down, take out the USB stick, and then we'll boot up from the SSD. So I'm rebooting. I'm going to choose SSD. The internal SSD. I'm rebooting Haiku. And that was... Are we doing it? Marvellous. Look at that. Straight in. I like this so far. This is really, really smooth. Looks almost like a beta 4. I don't know. It seems pretty finished to me. There's the mounted new SSD. Yeah, I like it. And the resolution seems to have changed a little bit. Am I imagining that? There's the B book. If you're a developer, it tells you how to all the various things you need to get going with that. Useful to have on board, actually. And the web positive, is that a browser? I think it's a kind of a browser. In which case, we're going to have a look at see if we can find Google, which takes us to DuckDuckGo, ironically. We're looking for Google. Okay. That seems to render fine. Accept all. Yeah, that looks fine to me. I don't know if there's Firefox available for Haiku, but this web positive thing seems to be all right. Let's have a look at YouTube if it works. Maybe. Oh, okay. Of course, we're not logged in, are we? But we won't let that stop us. We will have a look for the best YouTube channel on YouTube. And that's not me, of course, at the top. And there we are. So let's have a look at this video. Your browser can't play this video. Oh, well, that's a shame. I don't know what other browsers are available. We'll try and have a look later if we can. See if there's something more compatible. That's a shame. That's the first down thing I've discovered. But it leads us on to the Haiku user guide. Installed in Haiku and other applications. So it shows you how to update it and how to... might be useful. Updating and downloading. Software updater, that's interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, so I'll think it's in the boot system apps. So we'll try and find it. If you want to do it via the command line. And downgrade into a very previous Haiku version if you want. It's very comprehensive. So it's in the boot system app. So we go boot. applications. Oh, there it is down there. Look, software update. That's fairly quick. And I think that's pulled in everything, yeah. Well, we're going to update and see if that makes a difference to anything. And I'm going to, even though it's downloading, it still feels very fluid. I'm going to leave that to do its thing. And in the meantime, just drag it up there. And in the meantime, what we're going to do is go back and have a look how we install new software. The Haiku Depot. Oh, it's a graphical one. I wish FreeBSD or GhostBSD, if you're watching, Eric, I wish we had a kind of like a graphical software store. I mean, there is one available for Amiga OS, OS 4, 4.1, I think. There's one kind of available for RISC OS. I would love to have. There we are. I would love to have something very similar to this, where you get presented with the software available. I'm just going to leave the update running in the background, where you're presented with not only a description but a picture as well. Because, you know, if you're going to go down the route of being a user-friendly, desktop-orientated software, I think you need something like this. Right, so what's the updates going? Okay. Right, yeah, so I like this. It's kind of like a curated software selection. And it gives you a description, even reviews. Eric, if you're watching a software station, implement something like this where you get pictures and it's nice and presented out. It would make a world of difference. User friendliness, just saying. So, yeah. Beam. There are one or two kind of like BeOS, Haiku exclusive software. But a lot of it you'll notice from the open source world, which is available for Linux and Windows and FreeBSD, of course. Which, to me, is a very positive thing. Because you've got to embrace change. You know, BeOS Haiku is very much its own thing. But you have to embrace software from outside the field in order to have software to install, basically. But there are one or two exclusive ones, which we'll have a look at. So let's have a look what we got for video. It's not a live search one like GhostBSD, where it just keyword activated. You have to press. Oh, that doesn't seem to be working. We'll go down and have a look manually. Okay, so we've got OpenShot, which is that's not a bad video editor. And player Mido, that's exclusive to Haiku. Handbrake, Bpodder. Okay. Then got Caden Live, which would be nice. And you change repositories. How are we doing on updates? Are we doing well, nearly there. So we go full screen. Oh, never mind. I'm pressing all the wrong things here. Okay, let's have a look at the bigger picture. Oh, okay. So we're not too far. Bin utils. Nah. Few packages off, I think. Are we all done? Yeah. And we'll reboot. Okay. Press enter on that. Everything's so quick. It feels quick. There we go. Well, now that we're rebooted, we'll get on with installing some software properly. Right, we're back to the Haiku Depot, and we'll have a look at what's available. Well, we've already had a quick look before what's available, so I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm just going to Art Paint, that's a native thing to Haiku. Looks like GIMP. Install Art Paint. Oh, that was fast. Is that it? And it's already Art Paint at the top there. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like an old program. It feels like RISC OS. create canvas, and it does a transparent background by default. Well, it's a basic paint program. It's not going to win awards for tools and options, but for a basic paint program, it's fine. I don't want to save it. What else have we got? There's Audacity, which is one of the go-to tools for me. Are we installing? And it pulls in a few other things. Okay, that's fine. Do that. And what else have we got? Beam. A full-featured email client. That looks like it's native to BeOS or Haiku. I like the little preview picture where it looks like. I do like that. Still installing Audacity, so I'm probably going to overload the system if I install too many things all at once. Picasso. That's another paint program. An archive manager similar to WinZip. PFAR. 2-panel file manager. I'm clicking install on all these, but I think it like queues them up. Okay. BMinds. BPDF, BPodder. B screen capture. It's interesting. It's like a simple screen recorder. B share. Burn it now. Oh, there we go. Calibra and Calligra Suite. There's an Office suite. Okay. I'll install that. Cave Story. Clementine. Right then, so after a while we've managed to install quite a little bit of extra software. I'm going to test them out very quickly. And there's Calligra and LibreOffice. And there's some games. Minecraft. Mindtest. And yeah, not a bad selection. We're going to have a look at Mindtest actually. So talk about Mindtest. Mindtest is a game. I'm not going to change it. Maybe I should change the settings on, but I'm just going to test it as it is. Mindtest is a game that I absolutely love on FreeBSD. It runs really well. And it's a free alternative to Minecraft. It's obviously not going to be the same, but it's it's got a large fan base and creative community, and it's free. So that's you can't beat that. So I'll play now. And yeah, okay. It's a little bit laggy. I don't think that we're using video acceleration. And also I haven't really turned down the settings. So I can forgive it for that. But overall, it's not too bad. Like the GeForce 710 is not the fastest graphics card anyway. And yeah, very good. Exit to OS. And shutting down. Oh, did it say it stopped? Okay, it's gone. Okay, what else have we got? We're going to test something else. We're going to have a look at LibreOffice. So I'll look at LibreOffice Writer. And there we go. No. It popped up for a bit. Yeah, I don't think it's going to come back. It might do. Wait a bit longer. Shall I go away and make a pot of tea and come back? No. We'll try again. We'll try LibreOffice, the main one. And then we choose the writer from that. Okay, it seems to be doing it now. Okay, that's fine. We didn't like the writer part. So we'll choose write a document. There you go. Okay. Don't know why it didn't start up when you chose writer. Maybe it was a menu problem. It looks very traditional. I like that. And it's 24.2.3.1. I prefer the old version numbering scheme. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll close that. And it is what it is. It's Libre. Oh, the default text seems to be not or serif Thai. Why? Okay, well, it's not coming up with that, so choose a different one. Noto Sans. Okay, that's much better. So, hello, exclamation mark, highlight that, use big text. Yeah, that looks fine. It performs fine. I don't know why it chose the wrong font at the beginning. And of course, we haven't set up for prints or what bother with that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's kind of important that you have available an Office suite, and there is one available, so that's fine. Talking of which, we'll have a look at Calibra. Sorry, Calibra. And blank document, colourful document. Yeah, we'll have blank one. This is not a word processor or an Office suite that I use really on a regular basis, but it's good to have it. Some people like it. I know, is it still part of KDE? It's very much part of that kind of like environment. And it doesn't look too bad on here. Yeah. It will do. Very nice. It's good to have choice. If it lets me close down. Let me do it. I find the mouse and cursor to be very keen. Sometimes you can miss the menu that you want. Audacity pops up in the top right. Oh, okay. Looking for some plugins, but apart from that, looks fine. Huh. I'm not going to test that out, but it seems to be fine. Let's have a look. What else have we got? Beam. I think that's the email client, I think. Oh, look at that. I like that. That's traditional email client. What, let me... About Beam. Okay. Oh, I like that. I do like that. I like my traditional email clients. I don't like doing it on the web. So you got to have one running on your desktop, I think. Picasso, BFAR, BPDs. Have a look at Screencatcher. Very simplified, simple screen recorder. And there's not wrong with that. That's fine. It saves it in MPG, okay? And, yeah. A lot of new software is still getting developed, which is a good thing. There's one or two older ones, but there's quite a few new stuff, so that's encouraging. And of course, you got to have a little bit of gaming. So I saw this. It's Hexen 2. Electric Boogaloo, I think that's what you want to say. Single player, multiplayer options, help and quit. So we'll say single player. Go for the easiest, Apprentice. Even I can't lose at this. Oh man, this takes me back. Look at this. And the thing is, with this game runs straight out of the install, so you don't have to find any sort of like the WAD files or anything like that, as you do with perhaps some other games. So we'll open that. And spiders, of course, jump straight out, yeah. Alien Romulus. Hey! Which is coming out soon. Can't wait for that. So I don't know if I can pick up any weapons, but I'm just going to keep on hitting them and all until they kill me, which, knowing my luck, won't be long. Is that it? It's gone? Fantastic. So I'm just going to go up here. We'll have a look at... Let's go through this room. Pick up a torch. Okay. Yeah, I like this. These old school early games, early 3D games. Very, very. I love them. I'm not that good at them, but I love them. And of course, we've got another game, L Breakout 2. So, any Arkanoid fans out there? It's very much similar. I remember these used to be all the rage at one point. So, it's not too bad. I like it. It's nice and smooth. Again, everything feels smooth. So I'm kind of I'm impressed so far by Haiku. Seems to have everything you need to get going. Maybe browser-wise it could be better, but that seems to be a common thing on a lot of these alternative OSs. Amiga, RISC OS, and Haiku kind of lagging a little bit on the old browser. Don't know why that is. Don't know why there's a problem with that. It seems to be up there with everything else, but browsers, no, not so much. What do I think? I'm impressed. I've never used Haiku. I've heard about it over years. It seems to have been going a long time. It's like Haiku, oh yeah, that's very nice. Haiku, RISC OS, Amiga OS 4.1. These are 3 operating systems. I've used RISC OS. RISC OS is still actively developed, and I think Amiga OS 4.1 is still developed. I don't think they brought out 4.2 yet, but there's still a lot of things getting done for Amiga OS. And now we got Haiku. These operating systems refuse to die. They get shadowed by the big boys. Even FreeBSD is kind of like regarded as an alternative OS by some people, but in respects to Haiku, RISC OS, and Amiga OS, it's a giant. So these smaller, I'm going to say hobby ones because they're not really. Well, yeah, my hat goes off to them. They have achieved so much with so little. They have a lot of active users, not in the millions, of course, but I mean I could be wrong, but enough for an active development to be going on, and I think that's brilliant. I think that's excellent, and I think there's room in this life for alternative operating systems. I'm not a great fan of Wayland or some of the choices made in the Linux world, and I fear that you may drift towards FreeBSD. And if it ever does come to that, I don't know, if choices are made and it goes down a certain route and blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying it will, but, like Systemd and Wayland, if that starts to, and I'm going to use the word infect, if that's going to infect FreeBSD, it's good to know that there are alternative OSs to use that keep the spirit of traditionalism going. So, I think it's important that you got, if an OS, it's like that ship of Theseus, isn't it? Like that thought experiment, that if you replace so much in your OS by new things that replaces existing things, is it still your same OS? I mean, you get rid of Xorg, you get rid of all Systemd and Linux, starts taking over many of the chores and processes that were done individually. Since when is it still Linux, or is it Systemd OS? Well, kind of like I fear that something similar might happen to FreeBSD. It might not, of course. It might steer a nice middle road. And I understand things have to change. You can't keep things the same all the time. But with these alternative operating systems, they embrace change. Like Haiku has a lot of open source software, but it keeps the base, keeps its self-identity. And that's excellent. So yes, I'm very pleased by Haiku. Never used it. Don't know why. I should do. And I'm going to keep an eye on that. I mean, it's been a couple of years since they brought out the beta 4. Don't know whether things have stalled. I hope not. I hope things progress. We get a full release or whatever version it will be. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. And to me, it's brilliant. Really fast. So even on an old system, doesn't feel like an old system. It just flies. Anyway, I don't normally look at other operating systems. It's a FreeBSD channel after all. But I kind of like a FreeBSD user looks at another OS. I kind of think I can get away with that, you know what I mean? So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Oh, don't forget, if you like this video, please consider pressing the like button. If you like more than one video, or you watch more than one video, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, then don't forget to hit that notification bell. It lets you know when I release one. And it all makes wonders for my channel. I don't ask for money. I don't want payment. But it does wonders for my channel in terms of growth. And that's all I ask. Anyway, Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.